Hey, glad you could join me today as we continue forward going through some of the Medicare basics. Today we're going to talk about Medicare supplements versus Medicare Advantage. Now, if you haven't already watched our previous videos where we talk about original Medicare and Part D plans, you're going to want to go do that. But go ahead and finish watching this one. This one will make more sense once you watch those. But go ahead and watch those other ones as well. So today we're going to talk about Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage plans. This is actually probably the largest part of your decision-making process that you're going to have, because this is going to guide everything else. So Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage plans, as well as drug plans, are all regulated by the federal government, but are administered by private insurance companies. So no matter where you get this from, it's going to come from some private insurance company, many of them that you already know their names, but there are thousands more that you probably don't know their names. Just because you don't know their name does not mean that they're not great companies. Some of them, this is just what they specialize in, as opposed to those other big companies. They're broad. They do the under 65 market, group plans, and so on and so forth. So with that being said, I'm going to be going straight out of our Medicare seminar guidebook. Of course, I won't go through this whole thing today. This is just going to be an overview. If you ever come to our Medicare seminar, you do get a copy of this in our seminar. We do hold our seminars once a month. If you'd like to come, reach out to us, leave us a comment, or give us a call. We'd be happy to see you there. But of course, you can do these videos as well. So Medicare supplement plans is what we'll go through first. Like I said before, these are administered by private insurance companies and overseen by the federal government. So Medicare supplement plan, those are going to have a premium. That's going to be your lettered plans. That's your G, your N, your K, your L, so on and so forth. All of those plans, no matter what letter it is, if you get a G from one company and a G from another company, it's exactly the same as far as the medical coverage. So with a plan G, for example, the only thing you pay out of pocket for medical covered things would be the $233 Part B deductible. And that's it. So for the rest of the year, if you go to the doctor one time or 50 times, the most that you're going to have come out of your pocket is that $233. Now that all sounds great, but there is a premium with that plan G. Now that premium, believe it or not, while the plan covers you the same, from one company to another can be different. Not only that, one company might charge $80, another company might charge $150. But they also can increase their rates differently as well. So while that $80 plan sounds great, and it's within the budget and all that good stuff, you might have to watch that company because they might have higher rates of increase every year. So it can be very confusing, but that is one of the drawbacks of a Medicare supplement because it comes with a premium. Also, with a Medicare supplement, you do not have a drug plan. So you'll have to add a drug plan to your Medicare supplement. Medicare supplement is going to be working directly with original Medicare. So you'll have to add that drug plan. Again, that drug plan is going to have a premium. The other thing you'll also have to pay is your Part B. Now, with Medicare Advantage or Medicare supplements, you still have to pay that Part B, which in 2022 is $170 a month. So no matter what, you're going to have to pay that. Now, if you pay anything else, it's going to depend on what kind of plan you go with. One of the great things about a Medicare supplement is that you don't have a network to worry about. So if the doctor or provider uses Medicare, you can go to that doctor or provider. You don't have to get any referrals. You don't have to get any processes or approvals. As long as it's a covered item under original Medicare, you can use a Medicare supplement. That is one of the biggest draws to a Medicare supplement. If you want to go to a doctor in California, Florida, and New York, you can do that with a Medicare supplement. You usually don't need any referrals. And of course, we talked about the premiums. That's the baseline of a Medicare supplement. So from there, your other option is a Medicare Advantage plan. So normally under a Medicare Advantage plan, in most cases, there'll be a zero premium. So you won't pay anything out of pocket for that Medicare Advantage plan. Another great thing is some of them do have what's called a Part B buyback. Well, they'll actually reduce the amount that you pay for your Part B from original Medicare. Now that all sounds great, but they also do come with copays and deductibles. Now typically we don't see a very large amount on the copays or even the deductibles with a Medicare Advantage plan. However, they are there. It could be for a primary visit either $0 or even $5, $10, $20. You also have specialist visits, could be, again, $0, $5, $10, $50, maybe $100. It just depends on the plan and whether or not that what the negotiated contract is with that doctor. Now, under Medicare Advantage plans, we typically see either HMOs or PPOs. Now, one of the misconceptions about a PPO is that you can go to any doctor, any place. That's not necessarily true. So under a PPO, the doctor needs to accept the plan. A lot of times, people are usually one of those phone agents or something tells them, oh, this is a PPO, you're going to be happy, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, what the doctor, first off, is out of network. Secondly, the doctor does not want to deal with the billing on that plan. And third, they usually find out when it's too late and they're having to pull the money out of pocket. So it's very important before you get any services done with a Medicare Advantage plan or even a Medicare supplement, to be honest with you. You just want to make sure what your cost is going to be on that. Medicare supplements, you shouldn't have anything to worry about as long as they take original Medicare. Medicare Advantage plans, you just need to double check and make sure. One of the great things about a Medicare Advantage plan is they do come with other supplemental coverages, such as dental, vision, maybe even transportation. Sometimes they'll have, like I said, the Part B buyback. Sometimes they'll even have like what they call over-the-counter benefits. All of those things are great. They're absolutely wonderful. A lot of clients really love getting those benefits. You just need to make sure you understand how all of it works together. The other thing about a Medicare Advantage plan, you only have certain time periods that you can enroll. Obviously, when you're first turning 65 or when you're turning on your Part B, that's obviously you have an initial enrollment period. However, if you want to change that plan, you really only have 2 times a year for the most part. You have your annual enrollment period, which is October 15th to December 7th, and you would enroll in that plan or review and re-enroll in a plan, and then that would become your new plan come January 1st. But you also have what's called open enrollment period. That is going to be from January 1st to March 31st. You get a one-time chance to change your plan. And I've seen this happen multiple times, especially in the day and age we are now with all these telemarketers, where somebody moves their plan during annual enrollment period. They come into January and they go to their doctor and something's just not right. Maybe they have higher copays or deductibles, or maybe even the doctor doesn't take that plan that they want to go see. So now they do have an opportunity to move again. Again, all of these plans are marketed and sold by private companies, and people like us, agencies like us, do help you enroll in them. Now, no matter which plan you go with or which coverage you go with, none of this ever actually costs you anything out of pocket. As an agent or agency, we get paid from the insurance company directly. Whether you go directly with that company or you use us, it doesn't matter. That insurance company is actually just going to keep the money. So you can either look at 5 or 6 plans in one place, have advice and somebody who's going to work with you, or you can call every single company out there and hope that they're telling you more than just what they want you to hear. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to change real quick, but with the magic of editing and a change of a shirt, I'm back. So to continue on talking about Medicare Advantage plans from our book, the other part about Medicare Advantage is that you actually usually have your Medicare Part D included in a Medicare Advantage. Whereas on a supplement, you have to add it on because a supplement is original Medicare and a supplement. So a Medicare Advantage plan, you're usually going to have that drug plan included in it. And you won't have to, typically you won't have any type of premium to work with for that. Now, the thing you have to remember is your drug plan is going to have its own deductibles if it has a deductible, any copays and so on. So that part is basically, while it's one plan, it's really 2 plans in one. So you might have your drug copays, and then your copays or deductibles from your doctors. So that's also a very big consideration when you're looking at a Medicare Advantage plan, or even if you currently have one. You really need to review that every year because your medications probably will change from year to year. Sometimes your doctors or your medications change on the plan. So this year, let's say you're on insulin and maybe you have excellent coverage. Well, next year that insulin might not be covered the same way on that Medicare Advantage plan. Now, every year you should get, probably sometime in September, what's called an annual notice of change. You'll get that so that you can see what the differences are going to be in the plan that you have now compared to how it's going to change the next calendar year. These things go from calendar year to calendar year on Medicare Advantage. Also, a couple of the other great things on a Medicare Advantage plan, it does cap your maximum out of pocket when it comes to the medical side. Your drug plan, which we talked about in a previous video, has its own caps and safety nets as well. So just like under a Part B, you have that 20% copay that never ends. Well, under a Medicare Advantage plan, that's going to have a cap on it. And I believe, just to double check, the maximum out of pocket on a Medicare Advantage plan this year is $75.50 per year. Now, with that being said, you will see sometimes in the PPOs that maximum out of pocket might be higher. It could be $10,000, $11,000, $12,000. So it's very important to note. While the majority of them will have a $75.50 max out of pocket, a PPO can actually have a little bit more max out of pocket. But you usually have a little bit more freedom with a PPO. So that's going to cover our Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement differences. So, of course, I would really welcome any questions, comments. If you want a copy of this guide, feel free to ask for it. We'll be happy to send it to you, typically in PDF format. We'll email it to you. And we look forward to seeing you. If you want to come to one of our seminars, go ahead and register so we can get you